What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Demi Love.
And Mama Lolly.
And this is Everything But the Bullshit. What up?
Hey, y'all.
We back. We back at it again. Welcome back to the EBTBS Lounge. You guys got a new little scenery for y'all real quick. We didn't want y'all getting too bored with the same old thing. We told y'all it was a lounge.
Right.
Y'all thought we was lying.
Like there are multiple sections
to this.
to the lounge.
To the
So
lounge.
this is just another part of it.
You gotta come through to be a part of it. But what's good, y'all? It's your girl Demi Love.
And Mama Lolly.
And we are here back with episode 9, the shift of the black mindset.
Yes.
We kind of stumbled on this topic by accident purpose, I guess you can say. I feel like it was on purpose with the universe. It was on accident because that wasn't where the conversation was going, but that's where it ended and it became the conversation we needed to bring to the lounge. But before we get into all of that, y'all already know what to do. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. You hit that bell so you get that ding whenever we post something. Make sure you guys are following us on social media, Facebook, everything but the BS, Twitter and IG at EBTBS_. Make sure you're getting your merch. You can't be coming to the lounge without some merch. These a couple of times. Like, don't say nothing that we don't have on them right now. But y'all done seen us in merch. Where y'all's at? Where y'all at?
And listen,
share that picture and tag us in the picture.
If we don't have it, we're still wearing black-owned businesses.
Bond, that part.
So
that part. You
shut
got to stay up on it.
It's
You
coming.
got to
It's
stay
coming.
up on
It
it.
seems like fucking wearing it today.
But make sure you go to the website www.everythingButTheBull.com and get your merch. Shout out to Bright Creation 757, who is our official EBTBS distributor. She's the one who is going to be making and shipping out all your merch. Thank you so much to those who have already purchased. Enjoy it. Take your pictures. Make sure you tag us. More pictures we get populating out there. We want to do some giveaways. Like, we ready to have fun with this. So make sure y'all going up there.
Yeah, we're cancers, so we're very creative.
We're very giving.
Thoughtful, giving people.
And loving.
Just
we want to
saying.
share. We want to share. So today's episode, the shift of the black mindset.
And it's so needed.
So y'all can already see, like, we're kind of, both of us was just kind of feeling in our feels how we be feeling sometimes. Today was definitely a do-rag and lipstick and hoop earrings.
Listen, and I told her I had on my cat ears because I was feeling catty, so.
So I know some of y'all out there is real confused, and it's fine. Be confused.
That's fine.
I want you to.
It
It amuses me. I hope so. But no, like, and I feel like it's fitting though.
Yeah.
That we're in kind of our comfort zones. You know what I'm saying? We're in our little. This is what you're getting from me today.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to tell you, but this is what you're getting. And for us to really be talking about this shift of the black mindset, I think that plays automatically into it.
Yeah, it does. It does, because when you start to think differently, you start to act differently, and you start to do differently. You start to want different things.
You do better.
You start to not want to be around certain things or do certain things that, didn't bring you as much joy as you thought it did or it should have. So, yeah. And when people start to see that shift, it typically goes one of two ways. Whether they're down for it and they're doing what they can to support you in that endeavor, or they're trying their damnedest to discourage and put roadblocks in your way to becoming that type of person.
Now, I think before we get too far down, when we're saying the shift of the black mindset, when you think it, what are you talking about? What does that say to you? Ooh, we going back to season 1. When I always ask, y'all know how I always ask Mama Lolly to get the conversation going.
Okay, so
where does that go for you?
For me, it goes into, from the classic Black people education, go to college, get a degree, get a job, buy a house, get married, have kids, live that type of lifestyle. You know what I mean? And yeah, that's cool. It was cool. I'm not saying that that's a bad way to go. It works for some people. But now that we're getting into a society where that's not the only thing that you could do, that's not the only route that you could take in order to get your success, whatever that may be. The shift in mindset has also changed with that. And I've been able to tell the different types, I guess, of mindsets that go with it.
I can agree with that. I can definitely agree with that. I can agree. I can see what you mean on the shift of the mindset with, I think, well, I know as a Black person, you're Black, we grew up Black, I know I'm light skinned, but I'm dark skinned at heart. As people about me, that's just what I keep getting told. So, from being a Black person, we're so stuck in, like she said, that one set mindset of, because we dealt with so much. A lot of times life was harder for us. We were struggling. It's always been either crabs in a barrel or someone trying to throw us all the way down. They don't never want to let us reach the top. And a lot of times you got to still, as a child, that, school, finish school, go to college, and then that's how you're going to get out. And then that's what you're thinking that you have to do to get out. And then it started changing. People started realizing that maybe my talent in not only just basketball, but music can get me out. Maybe my artwork can get me out. Maybe, maybe yes, me going to school, but whereas you want me to be a doctor, I actually want to be a teacher. That shifted. Something happened where our minds opened up and started telling us, we don't have the limitations that society and ourselves have set for ourselves. We can move, and now we're starting to move it. You're getting a lot more people now.
They're trying something different. And now that they're finally succeeding at trying something different, i.e. entrepreneurship, i.e. the stock market, i.e., whatever type of new thing that they weren't doing.
Even some deeper spirituality. It's a lot of Black people that's starting to get away from the religious aspect of it and get into the spiritual aspect of it. Actually digging into themselves and what's going on around them, what has been going on around them, and the signs that they may have been ignoring and really seeing things for what they are. But then you have those who have not gotten there yet. So now they're judging and they're criticizing.
And it's that discouragement that can sometimes lead you off that path. That being in that space by yourself, so to speak, can be gut-wrenching sometimes for someone who hasn't had the ability to be that, or to do that, or experience that for a while. So it can get hard, but it's that mindset again. We're now, I feel like we're getting to a place now with us as a whole, Black folks as a whole, to where there are more people getting sick and tired of being sick and tired. It
is like in every aspect of it. In the Black Lives Matter movement, in personal lives, when it's coming to toxic people, when it's coming to jobs, when it's coming to working, you're getting more Black people that want to be business owners that are going out on their own. They're taking those risks on themselves. They're putting that work into themselves, and that's what's got the world on edge. That's what's got the white supremacists on edge, because our mindset is shifting, and they see it and they know it.
Yeah. And
We ain't like the ancestors that y'all took the pictures of and that y'all hung and y'all did this to. No,
right.
we like the ones that actually fought back. We're even like the ones that you hung that fought your ass when you was trying to put them up on that tree. Like,
and even now,
it's that part of it that you only see us as weak. You only see us as weak, like,
because there are still people that are stuck in that mindset of what you're doing is wrong. Not only is it wrong, it's blasphemous, and we're gonna do everything in our power to try to keep our own ideologies alive. No,
right.
I'm good and goddamn well.
But what's your own? What's your own? Can any of y'all say what's your own? Cause how much shit have been stolen? Taken,
right.
Like, let's just be real. Like, I ain't being funny, but
even with the mindset of how dare you do something different? Why can't you just be happy with this?
Why can't you be happy with what we're giving you at the pace that we're giving it to you?
Is that so? Even in that, it gets hard, and it's very mind numbing to have to argue with people, or just engage in those types of conversations to try to get people to understand when you have a mindset that is as closed
as that
and defiant as that.
Right.
Because it's not even the fact that you don't understand what I'm saying. It's the fact that you're so defiant against the change itself.
And that's where it is. You have those people that are expecting the change to happen before they change their perspective.
Yeah.
Like you want to be able to say, okay, I admit I was wrong. Y'all right. Y'all got it. I overreacted. Yep. I'm sorry.
Right.
So then you expect everyone else to be like, yay, she got it. Awesome, we're good. And then get off your back. But then you turn around and you do the same thing again.
Same shit.
Yo, what the fuck are you doing? But you're mad at them for addressing it. And all you can say is, well, I said that y'all were right. I said y'all was right. Y'all got it.
This is this is my character.
This is who I am. But you want us to change the way we look at you before you change the behavior.
Or you think that because you've addressed the behavior, you've acknowledged that that's what you do.
That is there.
That everyone is just supposed to accept it now. Okay, the elephant has been acknowledged, and now we can go on about the day. No, we need to get this elephant out the fucking room.
Right. Like, so we just gonna keep it here? Okay,
no one's okay with the elephant being in the room but you. And you,
so what does that
like,
tell
for real, aren't really comfortable with it. You just gotten so used to it,
right.
And you're at the head of it anyway. So everything else doesn't really matter.
That part.
So
that part.
You don't see the need to change it, but everyone else does, and that's when it becomes a problem.
And that's the part when you have to look for real within yourselves. I say it all the time. I swear every episode I have to say that at least once. Like, we should go back and count, because I swear every episode I say it at least once starting back. Like, it all starts within yourself. You have to acknowledge that, and you have to see that, and you have to change that. You have to stop thinking that your toxic behaviors, just because I acknowledge that they're toxic behaviors and I tell you that they're toxic behaviors, you should just be okay with said toxic behavior.
Well,
no.
This is how other people deal with it. So
this is how you should deal with it.
Just coming into it, like, I do recognize that I do have the tendency to not communicate. But, now that I'm telling you that, if that were to happen, I don't want you to be upset about it, because you already know now. This is what I do. No, change it. Because then, in turn, your toxic behavior is affecting me. It's hurting me in some shape, way, or form if we're having this conversation. So now you're taking your bitterness, your issues that you haven't dealt with yourself, and inflicting pain on other people while you're trying to act as if you're oblivious to it. You see it. Or to act as if it doesn't really matter.
Right. And you know that it does, but you still want everyone to give you the prize.
Right.
You want the prize before you actually ran the race. I won. Just tell me I won, and then I'll run the race. No, that's not how that shit. You don't get the first place medal first, and then, oh, okay, now I'm running. Let's see if you won. Oh, you made it in 15, but we already gave you first place, so.
No, that's not how that works.
You have to change your perspective.
Yeah. Yep.
Before you can get folks to change the way that they see you, the way that they see the situation in itself. And you have to be able to see the situation from a different perspective. You can't go into anything in life just only seeing it from your eyes.
Nope.
If you do that, you're not gonna survive in shit. Like I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. You cannot only just see it from your way. You can have your beliefs, your morals, your standards that you stand to and you stand firm to. That's cool. But you can still understand another person's perspective without agreeing with it.
It's not, yeah.
You don't have to agree with it. I can understand where she's coming from and still feel like, well, that's not how I feel. It's still not how I feel, but I can see how you got there, or I can see why you feel that way, or I can see why you said that. I get it. But if it was me, or this is how I feel, I don't feel that way.
Right.
It still doesn't change it, but you're still able to comprehend it and get it.
And it is that concept that I think is lost. I think it's lost mainly between the older generation.
Yeah.
And really the generation now.
I think that always happens, but I feel like our generation has a better chance at bridging the gap of it all.
How?
So I feel like me and you with our grandparents now, or like my grandfather. Let's say my grandfather's age, because we know how old my grandmother is.
Yeah.
We're gonna go a little older. My grandfather's age. All right. There will always be a disconnect between us and my grandfather and his wife, because of when they grew up, the time frame that they grew up, the things that they actually saw, experienced, and was in. Like, we know about those things, but that's from us reading it, hearing stories. We didn't live it. We didn't really experience it.
Yeah.
Now, with our kids, we're able to better understand them and be able to not have such a wide gap, because we were here when there was no internet. Now there's internet. We've been growing up through the whole transition of it. They were born when it was booming, so this is all they know. We're still hip on the apps and shit, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, all of those things. We still know of all of what's going on and whatnot. So when they come and say, oh, I saw this on TikTok, it wouldn't be like us going to Granddad. He'd be like, who? On what? We'd be like, oh, you was on TikTok? We know and we get what it is. So I feel like with that, we've bridged that gap, which will help with our communication with our children. We've displayed it with our kids, and we're starting to see more parents get like that, but more parents do need to get more like that. Our kids understand. We look at the time frame that they were born. You know what I mean? You got, how old are the kids gonna be this year? 11-year-old, a 14-year-old, a 15-year-old, a 16-year-old, another 15-year-old. So you know what I mean? With all of them, we get it.
Yeah.
We still get it, and we're able to talk to them, and they're able to talk to us, and they know that we understand them, and they can hear us out in a way that we didn't feel like our parents, our grandparents would hear us out.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
In the way, even in the way of, if you liked someone in high school, you want to tell your mama and your dad, you want to tell grandma and granddad, because we already know the speech. You don't need to be worried about that no way. You don't need to be focusing on no boys anyway. With them grades looking like anyway. So what, you out here being fast? You trying to get pregnant? Whoa. It's like, whoa. I just said I liked them. I just said I liked her and she cute. Like,
listen, if they do say but he got to come over with his mother and father, or when he comes to pick you up, he needs to come to the door, and we need to see his license because we're taking a photocopy of it. This is when parents were really popular.
Right.
They're taking a photocopy of it. They're taking a picture of him that night wearing what he's wearing. Right, with the Polaroid camera. Taking a picture of the car, license plate number, You be back home by this amount of time.
And now, like, parents, we got low jacks on everything because kids so goddamn crazy. Y'all so dumb. Y'all do everything from your phone.
But not even though, but for real. As much as I do see the improvement of it, and I do see the value in children in parents being more aware of where the children are and getting in touch with the children. I do also see that there needs to be a boundary with that shit.
Of course.
Because there are a lot of parents that are actually being these niggas' friends.
And
raising them in a lifestyle or in a way that is not really conducive of them.
Now, this is my thing. And I do get the saying of my child is not my friend. I do understand what we mean by that. Yeah. But like I'm
not saying my kids
are they are my friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? I care and I love and I cherish them whatever. My children are everything within the realm that my child can be, because some of y'all motherfuckers are trying to twist somebody's words. I don't have time for none of that shit, because y'all don't even know my life story yet. So be real fucking careful what you try to put in them comments, because I'm gonna check your ass real fast. But in the realm of it all, like they are. But I do get in what you're saying. I'm not sitting down. They not my friend like you my friend.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
they're not, but they are my friends. They are
going through, and how it's you know what I mean, like that. There's still
a line, because even there, it's that part. It's having that balance and knowing that balance,
knowing the boundary
as a parent.
Right.
My boo said to me, she said, I've never seen a child that's grown. She was like, I've never seen children that's grown enough to understand what is going on, but child enough to still be respectful. She was like, I don't know how you did it, how you raised that, how you did that.
But that's how our kids are.
But that's, and that is legitimately how they are. Mm-hmm. They're grown enough to understand. You don't have to down talk them, and just have a conversation with them.
Right.
They understand what's going on. They're not dumb. They keep up. They will surprise you. Mm-hmm. But they still don't feel like, oh, I'm so grown enough that I can just come in on your conversation and interrupt you in the middle. Oh, no.
They still understand their place in the totem pole.
Right.
They still understand at the end of the day that they are children, and children are supposed to act a certain way. Mm-hmm. Not so much supposed to act a certain way, but they understand that they have a position.
Yeah.
And they need to stay in their lane.
That part.
Anything outside of that, I'm gonna have to go ahead and
but then that
but you do understand.
But that does become a conflict. That does become a struggle over parents. That is a very hard balance. Yeah. And on some real shit, when people ask me how I don't know how to explain to you how I did it, except for just saying that, like, I talk to my kids, I listen to my kids, I'm real with my kids, I'm upfront with them. Like, no, I don't tell them all my business, but you know, if I'm having a bad day, I will say to them, hey, just so y'all know, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. I'm not feeling it today. I'm a little irritated.
Right.
It ain't nothing against y'all ain't did nothing, but I just want some me time. I can say that to my kids. Mm-hmm. They get it. Okay, cool, and they do they thing.
I've had a little
cry
for the kids here and there.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just not feeling great today. Just a lot of stuff's going on I have to deal with, and my mind is just,
I feel like honestly that helped. I feel like that shifting the perspective of allowing your kid to see that you're a human being.
Right.
We didn't really get to see our parents being human beings unless they was typically doing something ratchet, or someone in the family said something about them doing something ratchet. That was the only time we saw our parents being human beings.
Basically.
Like, oh snap, Auntie Shirley been messing with Auntie Sydney's husband? Oh, Auntie like that. Like, that's the only time we really see them being human.
Right.
And I feel like that's what helped us, is that we didn't do that. They got to see us being human. Yep. They got to see us having a bad day, and we were able to explain to them, yo, we're having a bad day. And to also tell them, like, yo, it's okay to have bad days. Sometimes you just have bad days. And you know what? If you ever get up and you're having a bad day, come tell me. I'll try to help you feel better. And if you just need a little bit time to yourself, say, I need some time to myself. But
just
it was
like
that,
I did.
right. But it's that shift of the mindset.
Right.
Because it wasn't like that before. Like, it was almost as if as kids, we weren't allowed to have feelings. You know what I mean? You had to be a certain type of way. Boys weren't allowed to cry. They weren't allowed to be emotional. They weren't allowed to express to someone hurt their feelings. Or you know what I mean, or what have you. Girls, like, yeah, we were supposed to cry, but then it depends on what household you grew up in, because now you a crybaby. Ain't nobody got time for all of that, because you supposed to be strong.
Right, she's so sensitive.
And you ain't supposed to be this sensitive, and everybody got
time. Yeah, so that whole thing, it's. I'm so glad that
a lot,
shifting.
And then it shifted.
But like you said, there needs to be a balance, because on the flip side,
and it's tricky. Because please understand, our kids is not perfect. Our kids is not perfect. They're awesome kids, but they ain't perfect. They still have their moments where it's like, okay, wait a minute, because you thought. Let me talk to you real quick. No. Real quick, so you don't do that again. We all get one, but no, that's your last. That's your last. And it gets checked, but it's still a conversation, even in itself. Right. Let me explain to you where you was wrong. Let me explain to you where you overstepped your boundary. Right. You know what I mean? Let me explain to you why you don't talk like that, or you don't come at me like that, or you don't say whatever. It's still a conversation.
It's a learning moment.
Right. Because you got to teach them. The problem was, back in the day, you was always told you was doing something wrong, but wasn't nobody trying to explain to you what was wrong about it.
And that's all you really wanted to know was why.
Except for, because I said so. Why I can't do it? Because I said so.
Listen, at some point,
why I can't go there? Because I said so.
At some point, that's not going to hold water no more. They're going to need you to tell them why. And they're going to do it regardless.
Because now you're not telling, so now I'm going to go find out for myself. Because you obviously don't have no good reason, since you're not saying it.
Right.
So now I'm going to go out here and find out for myself, because you're just trying to keep me from having fun. Versus, let me sit here and explain to you why. I don't think you should do that. Okay, yeah, you want to go to this party with your friends this Friday night. It's cool. What time the party start? You said 10 o'clock. Okay, cool. What time your friends get here? 10:30. What time y'all get to the party? 11:30. So by the time y'all get there, you know it's going to be underage drinking. But I'm not going to drink. Okay, cool. I ain't say nothing about you. But it's already going to be underage drinking, right? So they're already drunk by the time you get there. Someone that already bought drugs. Let's be real. Like, you got to run this scenario down to them and be like, yo, for real. This is why.
Oh, by the way, there's a curfew for y'all. Anybody under 16.
Did you know that?
Automatically. So if the cops happen to show up, it's 1:30 and your ass is at somebody's random ass house, you're going to jail.
You know, so parents ain't home, right?
Right.
But did you know that the neighbors were told to watch the house? So what you think is going to happen once they see a whole bunch of kids going in and out? Police getting called. Now you got alcohol and lay it out to them, because they just want to understand. They need to know. How many of us maybe would not have done certain things if someone had just explained it?
Right. I mean, because for me, that would have been
like, just talk to me.
You know what?
And I would be like, oh, okay.
Well, whatever. And just, let my friends know, all right, well, I'm not coming. And that'd be it.
I'm cool. Right.
And next week when you hear about all the shit that went down, you're like, oh, well.
Hey, thanks, Mom. And then you get that respect.
Right.
Like, you even more get the respect, because it's like, yo, Mom knew. She called it.
I mean, she called it.
She called it. Like, yo, now I really got to listen to her now. Because now it's not just, I got to listen to you when you talking about chores and shit. Now I know I got to listen to you when you talking about life. Because you splitting some real shit now. You done proved it. I done seen it.
Time and time again.
You know what I mean? So, now I got to listen to you in all aspects.
Yep.
But it's the change in all of it. It's also the perspective of half empty, half full.
Yeah. Because I've even noticed with people, even in their abundance or their quote unquote half full concept, they're still not grateful in it. They're still not seeing the positive spin
in it all
on having that empty space.
They see that it's
like, oh, okay, yeah, I got this, I got that, but I don't have that like so and so, or I don't have this like so and so. Like, oh, I wish I could do that. Oh, I wish I could do that. Instead of saying it like that, it seems like you're never satisfied.
Right. You see that it's half full. You acknowledge that it's half full, but all you see is the there.
Yeah.
Instead of you saying, yo, look, I'm almost to my goal. Look at how much I've already accomplished. Look how much I already got in here. Look what I can do with this. And okay, so now I can really plan what I can do. So this is how much room I got left. Right. All right, so what can I do with this time? Now you can really plan shit out. Instead of you looking at it like, oh, my shit's half full, but that bitch is like, she a quarter away from being.
Or that girl over there is a little more full, and we started at the same time. I should be fuller than her, and how she got more. Well, let me figure out a way.
Now I gotta figure it out. How many of our classmates we in completely different lives? I got classmates that out of high school, went to college, got the successful job. I got classmates that didn't go straight to college, took a couple of different avenues, and then became successful later on. I got some that went to college, ain't did shit. You know what I mean? I got some that ain't go to college. You know what I mean? But we all go different routes. We all got our own roads to travel down.
Right.
Like I said last time, all got our own roads to travel down. But a lot of times we want to look at everybody else because we'll see the friend that, damn, she's 25 and that's her second house.
Right.
How many cars she got now?
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, listen.
I'm over here fucking for 25, 2 kids.
I'm still at the same job.
I'm still at the same job. And it's like, see that, but what do you need to do?
Right.
Don't clock her time to clock your time. Her time ain't your time.
Right. Slow progress is still progress.
It's still progress, no matter how you shake it. Okay, so what? Y'all both the same age, but you got 2 kids. Are your kids taken care of? Do they got a roof over their head? Are they happy?
Do they love you?
You know what I mean? Do they love you? Are you doing things with them? Are you able to show things, to them? You're in school, right? Okay, you're improving yourself. You know what I mean? You're thinking ahead.
That takes time.
Look at that. That still takes time. You had a couple of stops. She was able to go straight through. Okay, you had to stop a couple of ways. And that's fine. You're still going to get there. You're just not going to get there on the time that she got there, but that don't mean that you ain't going to get there.
Right.
And it's that you have to change your perspective. The Black mindset is already changing. Like you said, it's too many of us that are already at the point of I'm tired of being tired.
Listen,
like legitimately,
COVID took out a lot of people, but it also put a fire under a lot of people. And as much as unpopular opinion alert, I think COVID was a good thing. For at least us to get up off of our butts to do something
of what it forced us
to do.
Like the disease in itself was not something that was good, but look at what it made us do. It legitimately made us all sit down.
Right. But we had to refocus.
We had to sit the fuck down. Remember when Mom used to say outside won't go nowhere? It went some fucking where. It went home. Yeah. Outside went the fuck home. And we couldn't go visit it. We couldn't go visit it. Like,
all y'all on punishment.
We can still barely visit it.
Figure out what y'all did wrong, and then when y'all do get to come out, well now you have a purpose to come out.
Like that better be the only reason y'all come out.
So
or we gonna shut it down again, and we sitting outside.
So home. Like that's how I see it at this point.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely.
Because it gave a lot of people a lot of idle time.
Hell, we wouldn't have started what we started and what we're already, growing if it won't forward.
Yep.
Because for real, all that time that we all said we didn't have.
Now we have it.
And it was like,
so what are you going to do?
So, hey, we could really do this. Remember when we talked about it?
I mean, you're working from home.
I'm working from home. Let's look this up and do this.
Let's work from home together. And then when we're off, we can
build some shit. Let's build some shit. Come on. Bob the Builder. Can we fix it? But all in all, the Black mindset has really changed for the better.
Yeah,
and I see it in so many of us.
But overall, yes,
right, because nothing's perfect, but we are really getting there. But there are still some of us that are behind and that are far behind. Mm-hmm. Those that are ahead, we need to be willing to reach out and help. And those who are behind, you need to be smart enough to see someone trying to help you.
Right.
You need to be able to see the sheep in wolf's clothing as well, because at the end of the day, there's good and bad in everything. So you still got to be smart. You still got to be mindful.
Yeah.
But you don't have to stay in that one-track mindset. You don't have to stay in the stereotypical mindset. You don't have to stay in a mindset that you feel like the world or society is telling you that you got to be in because you're a black woman or you're a black man. No. Who are you? Who are you? You. Be true to your black self. Be your most authentic black self. No one else can be that but you.
No one else can help you do it. You have to discover that for yourself. And it's okay if you don't know, and it's okay if, it's hard to change those mindsets because you've just been indoctrinated and you've been taught and it's been drilled in your head for so fucking long. I get it. But at some point, the light bulb has to come on and it has to say, okay, obviously what I've been doing isn't giving me the result that I want.
It ain't working.
So what else can I do differently?
Right.
That's just where it has to go. And if that means you have to improve yourself to get to the next level, well,
improve yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Just improve yourself. Grow. We're all
if you don't
supposed
want
to evolve.
If you're okay in that position, then really do a deep dive and figure out why, and figure out how or if you can sustain that type of lifestyle for yourself. Because if you're really happy in that, then you should be doing whatever it is to maintain that. And even in that.
And I don't mean to be vain. Do that shit from over there.
Yeah. That also means we don't have to deal with it.
If you don't want to change your toxic ass behavior, I don't care who you is.
Cool.
Go unchanged.
I'm gonna be over here.
Fuck over there.
I'm gonna be over here, and that's just gonna be it.
Because I don't want no parts, and I don't have to have parts.
And you can't be mad at that.
And that's not disrespectful. That's not petty. That's not shade. That's not being nothing but protecting myself. I don't want your energy. I don't want to be where you are. I've addressed it to you. You said you cool with it. That's cool. I respect that you cool with it because that's you. So I'm going to respectfully be me over there away from you. You're allowed to do that. But as always, you guys, make sure that you subscribe, hit that bell.
Oh, what are we doing?
Hey, y'all back. Hey.
Yeah,
Our bad. Some shit popped off. So we had to go handle that. So we back though.
Yeah.
The black mindset, as we were saying though.
Last topic that we wanted to discuss was about the black sheep concept. Or the black sheep mindset. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and call it out now.
Please.
I'm the black sheep of my family. I feel like
I am too. I am too.
I do feel like there are a lot of things that my family may or may not know. I don't know. I don't really, I have no beef with a lot of people in my family. Like, I'm overall, I love them. They're cool. No problem. No harm, no foul. It's just, maybe a few individuals. But, but those few individuals are also prominent figures.
Right,
in the family.
Like,
I don't know with all the secrets and lies and truths
and that part
and it all. I don't know if people know all of why I just,
probably not.
Keep to myself.
Typically.
I'm gonna go ahead and bet a coat that they don't know.
Typically they know. So with the black sheep concept.
Yeah.
What is that, Mama Lolly? What is that?
The roundabout definition, because I can't remember the full Webster's definition.
Well, no. In your words, bitch.
In my words, the roundabout definition of it is the black sheep is the person in the family that is willing or is capable of seeing the bullshit of the family drama. Willing to see everyone's faults and failures, and is wanting to address them so that way there can be correction, so there can be harmony within the family. However, everyone else is choosing not to correct those behaviors, and in turn are creating this, what do you call it?
Toxic cloud.
this toxic cloud
over the family. It ends up being just this toxic cloud over the family of secrets.
Not even toxic. It's just not wanting to divulge information, wanting to keep things
that's toxic
within certain groups.
That's toxic.
Yeah.
That's toxic. You're if we're a family and something happened to me as a child. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the family is whispering about something happened to me as a child, but ain't nobody in the family gonna tell me what supposedly happened.
Right.
Y'all not. So we just gonna keep having this random family rumor of, yeah, I heard
so and so.
Well, I heard. Well, her mama said. Well, I heard from the grandfather. And then you ask niggas and it's, they all lying. What? So how did the rumor get started? Where did it come from? Because it didn't come from thin air. It be shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like it's the toxic of it. Because my family very small, especially on my mother's side. I'm not that, you know what I mean, close with my father's side. I know my father's side. Like I've gotten closer with them over the years. You know, some more than others. But my mother's side of the family, very small and very secretive. So don't nobody want to talk. Don't nobody want to talk. Everybody got their shit that they done did. And then it ain't even the fact of not wanting to talk. You could be there and have seen some shit and bring it up. And niggas are, oh, what? That ain't happened. What are you talking about? I can't believe you would say that. I said, what? I would never.
You talking.
You really gonna...
Why are you gonna sit there and say that? Really?
But you did say, well, I don't remember. Oh. Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. Won't remember. And then every story you tell, someone don't remember. You the only motherfucker
that remembers.
You might be the black sheep. Like, if you the only person that remembers.
Or if everybody gets mad because you bringing up some shit.
Right. Everybody giving you the side eye. Like, you know you ain't supposed to talk about that. Well, why not? Because we need to get it out.
Or you gonna come around and everybody but those certain people are asking why you don't come around no more.
Right. So we haven't seen you.
We ain't seen you in so long. I ain't seen. Like, why you don't? You
know why?
So and so told me that you don't talk to them no more. Maybe you should call them, see what's going on. I don't know. Oh, okay. So you know that I haven't seen them in a while, but you don't know why. I
haven't seen them in a while. Okay.
Cool.
So they must have just left that part of the conversation.
Right. Or must have said something to the effect of, oh, well, I'm not going to question it because, well, obviously...
Or you get that call of, regardless, though. The way that you acted.
You know that's your grandma. You know that's your uncle. You need to go ahead and call them. You know that shit.
No, I don't. Why? Toxic is toxic. A title doesn't make you entitled.
That part.
Thanks, AJ. We appreciate that. A title does not make you entitled. Understand that. And that's where a lot of motherfuckers in the family get fucked up. You really think because you mom, dad, sis, bro, uncle, auntie, cousin, that means you can just get away with shit. I know I did this. I know you mad. You allowed to be mad, but you got to get over it. No, I don't. Or you gotta forgive me for it, and we go back to normal.
Get over it,
and we go back to normal.
Go back to the way that things were, because the way things were, that's where the issue was coming from.
Oh, so, you still holding on to it? No, I've let it go, but that did change the way I looked at you. That changed our relationship. That changed the way that we move.
And that does mean you have to do something different.
Right. You can't just come in and be like, oh, so I'm gonna just come to your house tonight. No, you're not. You need to ask him.
No.
Because obviously something changed.
And you need to be cool with that. And if you're not cool with that, that's fine. But you cannot be cool with that over there.
Right, that part. Because you can't force me
to be cool with it.
I got to deal. Again,
it's
I got to change how I see you, how I view you, because for you change shit. Let me tell y'all something. One thing about Demi Love, and y'all can ask anybody that know me, I don't care who you are. I have legitimately at 32, about to be 33 this year, my amazing power number, the shit that's about to take off is amazing. Just, I feel it. But at 32, like I'm over it. Like I'm completely over it. Like I'm over it. I don't have time to bullshit with you. I don't have time to play games with you. I don't have time to have these unnecessary ass conversations. Like I'm gonna cut you at the door. What do you want? What is your roundabout way of what are you trying to say? Just say it. Because I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. And I don't have time for anyone that feels the need to think I'm supposed to deal with their shit because of who they is, because of who their title is to me. No. No. I'm not finna do that because you not treating me like the title that I have to you.
And it's always weird like that.
You want me to treat you like mama and you want me to treat you like daddy, but you ain't treating me like daughter. Pause. What? You want me to treat you like best friend, but you ain't treating me like best friend. Wait, what?
We would be best friends, but
right, like
so what it was.
It's two people.
It goes both ways. I mean, not really, but
a parent and child relationship goes both ways. In order for you to be a parent, you need a child. In order for you to be a child, you need a parent. Whether they dead or alive, you still had a parent.
You still got here either way.
Right, you still got here either way.
Yeah.
It's that part.
Mm.
It's that part. It's that.
I think people, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Another, unpopular opinion. People need to start listening to the black sheep. I think people need to go ahead and just, start a conversation with them. Ask them, hey, how are you?
What's been going on with you?
What's going on? I noticed you haven't, been talking to so-and-so and so-and-so.
Excuse me.
Why? Let's talk about it. Let's address it.
And actually want to address it.
Actually,
don't be the messy one.
Even if it is about you.
It's so many messy as people in the black family. Can we stop being messy in our own fucking families? Please. Do you know how much of a trust issue that gives a motherfucker? I can't even trust my family. Y'all know that cousin, or y'all know that auntie, or y'all grandmama that y'all can't say certain shit around because the whole family gonna know, or their whole apartment complex gonna know, or the whole hood gonna know. Why are you running your... Shut up! I gotta worry about these random motherfuckers out here running their mouth about me. Now I gotta worry about you and we family? What? Like, stop being fucking messy in your own family, yo. Stop it. And if you
first time they get something, you right there with your hand out. First time they lose something, you the first one gonna run and telling they shit.
Go. You out the door. Yeah, it don't make no sense how that even happened. Obviously won't doing something right. And you want to talk shit. What? Stop it. If we supposed to be niggas don't have
conversations like that before. Like, yo, that's supposed to be your sister. Why are you talking shit about her? That's my sister. You don't need it. And this is why I teach my kids. Yo, don't ever argue in front of other people. You have this group.
Now I will
take that shit to the back, and y'all handle it. Y'all square it up or whatever.
True.
But
now I will say there are exceptions to certain rules because I've had an exception. So although I do know where she's coming from, and she's absolutely right, because I tell my kids the same thing. Being a sibling that has disowned a sibling, hey, you feel how you feel about it. You not in my shoes. You don't. You have no fucking idea. Like, and I love the motherfuckers that be like, it ain't nothing you could say that would. You want to bet on that? You want to bet on that? Do you want to play this game with me? Because I'm really the type of bitch that you be like,
maybe
only the shard.
Maybe we're the, we'll still think about you every day. We'll even shed a tear maybe or one or two about you. But trust and believe, we'll never pick up that motherfucking phone. We will never.
If we legitimately say when we really come to the point of we're done. I don't give a fuck how many times. If you're with a Cancer now, I'm gonna go ahead and give you this free advice. If you with a Cancer now that has already told you I'm done, but they still with you, change your shit. Change your shit now.
Yep.
Because, yeah, he or she is saying it right now, but it's going to come to a point they really going to say that shit, and they're legitimately going to be done. And you going to think that it was just like all the rest of the times, but it ain't. And then they done. And now you got to catch up. Because, see, they done already went through
ain't the no fucking... Catch up. What you mean?
No, I'm saying for they say. We already the fuck gone, but you got to try to catch up. Because now you going through the emotional heartache. You crying. You upset. We done went through all that process that ain't
we went through that shit 8 months ago.
And,
we went through all that 8 months ago. When we was being clingy. And we were, wanting to...
We were trying to talk.
We
were trying to talk.
Yeah.
And all of that good shit. But, like, no. When we say we done, we done. So, like, yeah, like I said, done.
I think it is time for the black sheep to rise up in all the families and really speak your truth.
Yeah.
And say what's on your mind. And there needs to be not only a old school patriarchy, but a new school patriarchy. I feel like
everything has to evolve.
There has to be an ascension now. Yeah. I think, especially in my age group, we're at that point now of we're becoming the elders.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, a lot of the grandparents are dying off.
Yeah.
A lot of the great grandparents are gone now.
Like, it's crazy when
our parents are getting older. Like, to see the age of my mother's face, to see the age of my father's face.
It hits me more when I think about my mother's side of the family, because you have my grandfather who's in his 70s, then you have my mother's mother, my grandmother, who's in her late 60s, and then the very next blood adult is me. I'm the next.
Yeah.
I'm the next oldest because mom's gone.
Yeah.
So it's me. And then it's Malik. And it's like...
So, bitch, what are you going to do?
And, like, granddad and grandma is almost... You know what I mean? Right. So then it's like, oh, shit. Now, it's really just...
Now you're carrying the torch. And so now you have to teach every generation behind you.
Yep.
So what are you going to do?
What you going to do?
We can't keep giving them the same old ratchet-ass... bullshit-ass, backward-ass mindset. We have to give them a new mindset. We have to show them that thinking outside of the box and thinking in a different fashion is where we need to be.
Right.
We need to start taking back control.
Yeah.
Taking back control of our communities. Taking back control of our families.
Yeah.
Stop making all these fucking babies if you're not going to be here to take care of them.
I mean, that part. That part.
I mean... We can't have a family unit unless we know where the fucking family is.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
And know a whole bunch of females ain't raising their kids together. Like, I mean, that's cool. Yeah, it takes a village, but I'm saying we still need some men.
But do understand, right? Do understand that we still need both parts together. And that's, you know what I mean? That's very important. And me personally being a lesbian and my children's father still being there.
Active.
You know what I mean? I just talked to that nigga earlier. You know what I mean? Having parental conversations about the kids. And
he's a good father.
And it's cool. We good. That's baby daddy. I'm baby mama. We call each other that. And because to us it's funny. We know the way people look at the stereotype of it all, but we not like that. We get along like that's one of my best friends. Like, we can talk to each other about anything. Like, I love his wife. Like, we're cool. It's a unit.
So we're not saying that you have to be with that person. Yes, it would be ideal.
Right.
But families come in all different shapes, sizes, variants, everything. So it has nothing to do with mom, dad, and 2.5 children. No, this is what we are choosing to create. This is the environment and the community that we are choosing to put together. And you, as a man, you have duties. You, as a woman, you have duties. Y'all come together and we create this
family
thing together.
And a unit together. We have to do it together.
That's the mindset that we have to start bringing. And we have to start taking that torch now. It's our turn.
It's our turn.
We, 20 years ago, we thought, oh my God, what's life going to be like when we're this age, when we're at that age, and where are we going to be at, and what are we going to do, and how are we going to look, and are we going to have kids? Well, we're here now.
Right, we're here.
We're here, right smack dab in the middle of it. And
let's get to work.
You're about to be promoted to that elder stage.
That's crazy.
What are you
I feel like there should be a ceremony. Can we as black people bring back ceremonies? Can we bring back ceremonies as a black community? I feel like it's dope. We should have an elder ceremony. Like I feel like after the hierarchy of grandma and grandpa do pass away, then we need to have a ceremony for the person who ends up getting that torch, like you said.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whoever it is, you are that. Boom, you're that person. I think that's dope. We're gonna do it in our family.
Pray all that extra shit.
Right.
I'm saying, Christmas was not Christmas. Like what?
We had
300 years ago.
Listen, was not.
It wasn't. So
we'll need to celebrate that.
Why can't
that's
we?
That's a whole nother conversation.
We done made up our own.
We have winter solstice. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, we celebrate winter solstice.
Do not believe in Jesus, but I don't have a problem with anyone who does. Do not.
Do you?
Do not. Know a lot of black people, so it's a lot of black people that believe in Jesus, and that's fine. That's fine. Just saying, just doesn't work for me.
Just saying, if you invite to church, the invite will be declined.
Right, especially for me. Anybody know me, I'm just not.
I'll politely decline. She'll just decline. So just don't send it. Just send us a happy holidays card and let that be it. And we'll send you a happy we'll send you a happy holidays winter solstice card and let that be it.
You don't think I'm a heathen,
right?
I don't care.
Don't.
We just gonna do that. But oh my god. Like we said,
this is why we're the black sheep.
This is why. We as black people, we gotta continue to change our mindset in the way that we're doing. We have to, because it's working and it's going somewhere, and we're building generations, and we want to build them in the correct fashion. But as always, guys, make sure that you're subscribing, that you're sharing, you got that bell hit. You know what I mean? You got all your peoples onto it. Go to the merch store.
Yes.
www.everythingbutthebull.com.
We designed it ourselves.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Sweat and tears into that thing.
And like, tell us what y'all think. If y'all got any ideas, some new shit, like, come on, you know.
You need a sweatshirt in every color for every day of the week. You need a keychain for every day of the week. You need a tumbler for every day of the week. I think we have like 3. We need to find some more designs.
Yeah.
We're gonna be coming with a whole bunch.
We're gonna be coming up with a whole bunch of shit, y'all.
Get your money ready. It's tax time, so I know you got it.
Right, so stop playing.
We know you got it.
Stop playing. Support black businesses.
Please.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you. It's your girl, Demi Love.
Mama Molly.
We out.
Bye.
Bye.